We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
He's coming. We got double up.
After the interception, here's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On the jet sweep, there goes Collins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 8. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And some room to work. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Lawrence will throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Watson off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. They run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Watson. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Watson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Throwing on third down, Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready? 91.
On first down, Lawrence.
And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. of the gun. Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this return is going to be halted right around. The 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll try the left side. Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Watson's throw taken in by Collins.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 63 yards.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Flush to his right, and he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Here's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lindsey now off the read option.
And He's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Set. 18. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 55. You got time.
From the 31, Watson. He's going to go deep for Conley.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. That would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Watson's throw complete there to Conley.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Watson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Able to complete this to Chenault. Oh, good move. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault, 69 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On a slant, here's Collins. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Lawrence to Chenault for a Jaguar first.
And the Jaguars are eager to see what Laviska Chenault and Trevor Lawrence can do together. Chenault was a second-round pick in 2020, and they're going to move him like a chess piece all over the formation and even put him in the backfield.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Robinson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go. 30 base.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another run by Lindsey. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 100 yards yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And he's got Jordan complete right side.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and try.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate?